And welcome back, everybody, to Bryan High School. This is the second game of our doubleheader. In fact, we're about to have the championship of the Holiday Classic here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. It's Bryan taking on Stryker. Thad Goff along with Chris Malenga here at Bryan High School. Well, Bryan had to grind it out yesterday against Paulding. And, you know, Paulding, their record may only show 3 wins, but they play really good basketball. And Bryan was certainly fortunate to get out of that one with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. And then your big reward for winning is to play the Stryker Panthers. You know, Stryker, a tough team. They've only got 1 loss on the season so far. That was to Eden. And Eden hadn't won in several years, a long time against Stryker, and they won this year. But Stryker, a well-coached team with Steve Brown. They got some good players that can run the point, score a lot. They were pretty good with free throws. They minimized turnovers last game. And so this is going to be a tough test for the Bryan Lee Bears. They're going to have to play almost perfect basketball.
And it's been mostly defense has been running the show for both of these schools, especially for Bryan.
Yeah, absolutely. And the defense they're a defensive team. And when they play good defense, good things happen.
And, you know, for the Stryker, this is a team that has won the Buckeye Border Conference each of the last 2 years. They're certainly looking good enough that they might do it again. 8-1 on the season, rather, after a very scrappy game against Fairview. We talked about that game before in the open of the previous game. Fairview had several missed free throws in that game, so if free throw shooting is different, you're looking at a much different outcome. Yeah,
absolutely. You know, free throw shooting is key, and if you don't have good foul shooting, you know, you leave a lot of points on the board, and you know, that's not a good situation either.
Golden Bears, meanwhile, they struggled a little bit from the free throw line. They were over 50%, but just barely over 50%, if I remember right.
Yeah, they did not take advantage of the foul shots that they were given, and you know, they could have had a much bigger lead against Paulding had they made their foul shots like they have been known to do in the past. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes on. You know, if Stryker can wear him down. You know, taking a look at the game the other night with Stryker and Fairview, if you look at Stryker, they shot 36% from the field. They shot 70% from the foul line. They had 18 turnovers, and their 2 players that you're gonna watch for are Emma Grimm and Courtney Stewart. And Grimm had 20 points total, and Courtney Stewart had 17 points, and so, you know, those are the double-figure players you're going to look for. Meanwhile, Bryan the other night against Paulding, when you look at their team statistics, they shot 35% from the field. They shot 52% from the foul line, and they had 2 players in double figures, Kennedy Lamberson and McKenna Grube. Kennedy had 24, McKenna had 14, but then it kind of drops off. 5 points apiece for Kayla Arnold and Brooke Lamberson, 2 points apiece for McKendry Seamer and Shallie Miley, and you did not get people like Bailey Krupp scoring. You didn't get people like Delilah Taylor scoring. And so, you know, that's a big challenge for the Golden Bears. They're going to get more people involved if they want to win this game.
This is a Stryker team that has 4 seniors in their starting rotation: Emma Grimm, Brittany Haynes, Anna Stuckey, and Courtney Stewart. Grimm averaged 13.2 points a game a year ago. She was the leading scorer as compared to all the returning players on the team. Haley Dorman, I believe, was the leading scorer overall. She has since graduated. She was a 1,000-point scorer.
Yep, 1,300 points, I think.
Yep. Stryker not the only team, though, on this court that had a 1,000-point scorer last year. Bryan had one in Allie Miner.
Yep, Allie Miner, a great player for the Golden Bears, and, you know, just a tough situation there with her graduation, and they've had to replace a lot of points, and they've had people like Kennedy Lamberson step up and do that. So we're going to take a timeout for the national anthem. When we come back, we will have the tip after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
BMU high-speed internet is now cheaper than ever. Now just $30 a month. That's $100 a year in savings. Get it with BMU Extended Basic Cable for all your sports, movies, and reality shows. Plus local programming, including high school sports and community events. Not to mention a local help desk and support team for when you need them. Now for the fine print. We don't have any. No contracts or hidden fees. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net.
Keeping children safe on Ohio school buses is a priority for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. This is Lieutenant Bob Aschenfelder of the Defiance Post. Safety on the roadway is a shared responsibility. Even though motorists are required to stop, as a safety measure, children should always look both ways before crossing the street. and remain alert to any sudden traffic changes. Together, we can make this a safe school year.
It's been said a million times, there's nothing in the world more important than family. We understand that at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Our entire staff is like family to us. They are some of the most caring, thoughtful, and dedicated people in our industry. In fact, our newest members are part of my family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out at Bryan High School, we're going to send it down to our public address announcer, Lyndon Speaks, for the starting lineups.
Carnahan, Al Riedsacker, and Max Schmelzer. In order to make tonight's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administration and authority figures, and of course your team and opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great and remember to respect the game. Now let's meet the players in tonight's game. First, the starters and the visitors on the scoreboard, the Stryker Panthers. 5'2" senior, number 1, Brittany Haynes. 5'10" junior, number 14, Mackenzie Cadwell. A 5'8" junior, number 15, Courtney Stewart. A 5'10" senior, number 20, Anna Stuckey. And a 5'6" senior, number 24, Emma Grimm. The Panthers are coached by Mr. Steve Brown, assisted by Erica King and Connor Varner. And now the starting lineups for the Bryan Lady Bears. 5'9" sophomore, number 5, McKendry Seamer. A 5'3" senior, number 14, Kayla Arnold. A 5'7" senior, number 24, Bailey Krupp. A 5'8" senior, number 32, Kennedy Lamberson. And a 5'11" senior, number 42, McKenna Grube. The Bears are coached by Todd Goschin, assisted by Colin Walker, Kathy Lamberson, and Bob Klopfenstein.
Well, back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, we are ready for the tip between the Golden Bears and the Panthers. Bryan did defeat Stryker last season. They hope to repeat that this year, and that was definitely a quality win for the Golden Bears. Stryker finished 20-5, champions of the Buckeye Border Conference. Enjoy this basketball game, because our next basketball broadcast here on the Golden Bears Sports Network is going to be on January 10th, a good 2 weeks away. And the tip won by Bryan to start things out. This is Bailey Krupp with the basketball. Started out in a bit of a zone defense, Stryker did. This is for all the marbles in this tournament. Open from the baseline. They kick it out to the top to Lamberson. Inside to Grube. Makes a move. Foul. And that's going to go against Stuckey.
That's her first for Stuckey. You know, a nice job there by Grube to get open, to kind of take it inside. And Penny Lamberson passed up a 3-shot that they want to get in towards the basket. They feel they can do well there.
Grube hits the first of 2 free throws. And again, the Golden Bears just a shade over 50% from the charity stripe in last night's win over Paulding. Start out with the lead here at home tonight. 2 for 2, a little friendly bounce off both rim and backboard for McKenna Grube. And By the way, our next broadcast, like I said, is going to be on January 10th. That's going to be boys basketball against Swanton. Loose ball picked up by Brittany Haynes and double dribble. It's a turnover either way.
Yeah, nice defense by Bryan. Haynes just lost it. It was an unforced turnover.
Speaking of that boys basketball team who will be covering on the 10th, I believe they had a holiday tournament going on the last 2 days.
They were in the finals, I know. I have to check how they did in the final game yesterday. They were playing Wasion.
Good ball movement inside to Seamer, and she loses it out of bounds. The timeline goes Stewart. There's a lot of players to watch out for on this Stryker team. One of them is Emma Grimm. Feed inside. Good move by Caldwell, but couldn't get it to fall. And it's Lamberson with the rebound. Quick outlet. Seamer too strong off the glass. Grew, but knocked it out.
Bears very fortunate they didn't have a foul there, as it looked like Grube went over the back.
Just a 2-0 score with 6.5 to go, and eventually Stryker gets the ball in. They get it into Emma Grimm. She's one of those players to watch out for. Again, she averaged 13.2 points per game a year ago. And I'm not sure that Stewart didn't pick up the pivot foot there. That pass tipped and nearly stolen, but Stryker keeps it alive. And Haynes with a reverse layup. That was an interesting sequence.
Yeah, it was.
Arnold finds Grube. Back out to Arnold. She'll drive, puts it up off the glass, couldn't get the roll. Seamer left it short and is fouled. A shooting foul.
That'll be on Haynes. That'll be her first.
First free throw is good.
You almost said no good. And
it almost was no good.
It almost was no good.
Well, better start from the free throw line for the Golden Bears today. And they're 4 for 4.
That is a good situation.
Can they get some shots to fall from the field? They haven't gotten any of those yet, as Haynes gets it across the timeline. But right now, the Bears with a 4-2 lead. Back out to the corner. Baseline drive. And that jumper is good.
That's Caldwell. That'll be her first 2 of the night.
A little bit of pressure there by Caldwell, and she can't get the steal. Good job by Bailey Krupp to come in and grab that ball. Tied at 4. And here's Arnold. 1-3-1 zone, it looks like, from Stryker, and they get the turnover. It was forced by Stewart. Stewart comes in transition, trying to go all the way, and she draws the foul. No shot.
It's going to be on Grube, I think. Yep. That'll be her first. Team first of the afternoon, evening.
Get it in play to Stewart. It was Caldwell who inbounded. Stewart looking to drive. Off glass, got it. Courtney Stewart, her first bucket of the night. And it's 6-4. Stryker has their first lead of the game. We're 3 minutes into play. And good ball movement by the Golden Bears. They get it to Lamberson. Her 3 falls short. Stryker ball. And into the game comes number 25, Callista Blevins. Stewart looks to put it in play. A little pressure here by the Bears. Caldwell able to get it across the timeline and has it poked out of bounds.
Well, Bryan in the Holiday Classic down in Defiance, they defeated Lima Bath Nope, I take that back. They in the championship, they lost to Wauseon 67-53. So they made it to the championship and then lost in the championship game last night.
Here's Emma Grimm, feeds it inside to Blevins, blocked, gets it back. Another offensive board. And a three by Stewart is good.
That was a really good offensive sequence for Stryker, and a steal.
Near steal, 2 players on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball, and I believe that possession arrow will give it to the Panthers, and it will. 9-4.
Bryan with 3 turnovers so far.
It's a 7-0 run by Stryker.
Shalyn Miley will check in for the Bears, and
Golden
Seymour
Bears
will have a seat.
Golden Bears still don't have a made shot from the field in this game. They get it in quick. Tough shot, no good from Grimm, but an offensive rebound. That one's missed. And this time, no second chance points for the Panthers. They've had 3 offensive rebounds on the last possession. Lamberson, feed inside to Krupp, and she loses it. That's going to go back to Stryker.
Bears offense looks just a little bit out of sorts. Their defense is playing well. The problem that I've seen so far for the Bears is when they're rebounding, they're not going strong. They're just kind of tipping the ball around. That should be an offensive foul, which it is.
Golden Bears have struggled on the defensive glass, giving up a lot of offensive rebounds so far, especially in the last 2 possessions before that one that we just saw. Eddie Arnold in the game. Miley back in. It's 9-4. And they just get it across the timeline. Miley had 3 defenders near her. That's nearly turned over. Arnold. Count it, and a foul. And the Stryker, they're going to call a charge.
Wow. This official near side overruled the official on the baseline.
The initial call was blocking foul, and the basket would count. But Chris, as you said, it was the near side official that came in and changed the call.
Yep. We've seen that a couple of times during this tournament. Usually in basketball, you don't really see that because each person has their own zone. But I'll tell you what, we've seen it twice in this tournament that one official has come in and overruled a call, and they've both gone against the Golden Bears.
Grimm with it, and she gets fouled. Emma Grimm, she has yet to score in this game.
Arnold will pick up the foul. That'll be 3 on the Bears. Teams are even at 3 apiece with fouls.
Grimm scored 20 points in the game against Fairview last night, which the Panthers were able to win. And miscommunication on that pass results in a turnover. Haynes threw it away. She had Grimm along the sideline.
It's a 3rd turnover for Stryker.
Bears still do not have a made field goal. All 4 of their points coming from the free throw line, and here's a little full court pressure. Stryker's been playing the 1-3-1 zone in the half court quite a bit. And that shot just doesn't go. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Bryan.
Nice feed from Shalyn Miley. Arnold not able to get it up there. She had all sorts of pressure. Probably should have been a foul whistled on her.
Long inbound. They're going to let it go over the half-court line, and Arnold can retrieve it there without the threat of over and back.
Oh, nice move.
Lamberson with it, gives it up. Arnold was thinking about the 3. Defenders close in on Arnold. Here's Lamberson from the corner. Got it.
Bank that shot in. Nice job there by Bryan. They were patient. Arnold had 2 open looks at 3s, gave it up, and Lamberson able to put it in.
Turnaround jumper. Stewart knocks it down.
Stewart now with 7 on the night.
Meanwhile, that 3 by Lamberson was the first made bucket from the field for the Bears, and Miley just barely avoids the turnover. From the corner, Arnold has Lamberson open. She'll take the 3, a little bit too strong though. Arnold knocks it down. Kayla Arnold. Two triples in the game for the Golden Bears, one for Arnold, one for Kennedy Lamberson. And the Golden Bears down just one and stolen away by Arnold. Poked away again, almost poked away, I should say. Miley trying to get inside, pull-up jumper, no good. One-on-one. There's Myers being defended by Lamberson. The feed inside. Nice move by Stewart, but couldn't get it to go. Long outlet, Brooke Lamberson to the glass, can't put it home. Offensive board, and the stick back goes, and that was McKenna Grew. Her first bucket from the field, and it gives the Bears the lead with less than a minute to go. That ball just barely stays in bounds, but the Bears come up with it. That ball was headed out of bounds. And a foul called as Arnold got bumped by Stewart. That's going to be Stewart's first or second, perhaps.
Yeah, second. So she will sit down. No, actually, she stays out there, which is interesting.
4 fouls for the Panthers, 3 for the Bears. They get it in. Burge had defenders close in and stolen away by Kinsey Myers. Here's Haynes. Brings it back out. Fake on the 3. And a foul that will send... Nope, it's going to be a non-shooting foul. Stewart got bumped, and they give the foul to Shellen Miley. It's Miley's first foul. Just 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Well, we had a game in the first game of our doubleheader where the first quarter ended 3-3.
A little bit different offensive look here for these teams.
Bears did struggle from the field early on, but they've gotten some buckets to fall lately. Looks like the Panthers may hold for the final shot here. Haynes dribbling around a lot. This clock gets down to 10 seconds. Haynes out on the wing, lets the clock dribble down. Pull-up jumper is short. Offensive board and a foul with 0.3 seconds on the clock. I think they got Miley for that one.
Yep, that's 2.
2 quick fouls. Well, that's, I don't want to call that demoralizing, but that's definitely frustrating to have your team commit a foul with 0.3 on the clock. Although Myers did miss the front end. Second one good. Actually, I think it was Blevins who shot those. And the first quarter comes to an end, and the score is actually 12-12. Well, you see it correctly on, you did see it correctly on our score.
No, it's actually 3. Well,
they gave that last point to Bryan, even though it was Stryker who made the free throw. It was 12-11 before the free throw.
12-12.
Yeah, so hopefully they get that fixed before the second quarter starts. But we'll come back for the start of the second quarter on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The academic advisors at Northwest State are here to help you develop and stick with a great education plan so you can get where you want to go. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Back here in Bryan, we are tied at 12 apiece between the Golden Bears of Bryan and the Panthers of Stryker. Now the Golden Bears possession before the end of the half only lasted 0.3 seconds, so it will be Bryan ball. And they have changed the scoreboard here, by the way. It is 12-12. That is the correct score.
So I was right. Always scary when I think I'm wrong and off.
Kick to the corner. This is Delilah Taylor in the game, a freshman, and stolen away. That was Caldwell. And here's Haynes the other way. Haynes trying to get inside as the Bears set up in the 2-3. And that play is good. That was number 22, Brianna Dorian.
I don't know that she had any points in the last game.
I don't remember her scoring at all in the last game. The feed inside, and that's poked away.
That's the second straight turnover for the Bears.
15-12 in favor of Stryker. Haynes trying to get it inside, gives it up to Caldwell. Caldwell around the paint, can't put it home. And back the other way comes Lamberson. It's Brooke Lamberson with the extra feed, and the bucket goes for Drew. And that gives her 6 points in the game. She's the leading scorer for the Golden Bears. Leading scorer for the game as a whole is Courtney Stewart with 7. Here's Caldwell trying to back in. Haynes at the top of the key, and the Bears in the man-to-man this time. And that's out of bounds. That's a self-inflicted turnover on the part of Dory. Grimm will come into the game after getting a breather. And a chance for the Golden Bears to retake the lead. Started out with the early lead by shooting well from the free throw line. Got their first 4 points from the charity stripe. They haven't been there since. Grube missed it. She had a really good look in close. Here's Haynes across the timeline. Slows things down. Back out to Grimm. She's got Doria posting up down low, but Grimm drives, and that's an air ball. Another chance for the Bears to reclaim the lead. Lamberson guarded well by Grimm, and they call a foul. It's going to be in the act of shooting, it looks like.
Beyond Emma Grimm, that's her first.
Lamberson will go to the line and just doesn't get the roll there. Well, they were perfect, but not anymore. Courtney Stewart back in. Second one is good, though. Lamberson with 4 points total.
Bryan 5 of 6 from the foul line now.
It was Lamberson's first trip to the charity stripe. McKendry Seamer and McKenna Grube are each 2 for 2. Here's Stewart. Tough shot. Can't get the bucket, but draws the foul.
That's going to be on Delilah Taylor. That'll be her first. Team 6th. And that'll put Stewart to the line to shoot a dose.
First free throw is good. 8 points for Stewart. Second one, that's good. Should give her 9 in the game.
Bears get it over the timeline.
It's Arnold on the drive, slows it down. Krupp trying to get it inside, and she's going to get called for traveling. 17-15 lead for the Panthers on the main stop scoreboard.
11th turnover for Bryan.
Haynes trying to get it across half court. She does. Shot fake off the 3. And they get it back to Haynes. The defender on her, that's Arnold. A high screen from Stuckey. Open 3 if she wants it, but Stewart puts it on the deck. Trying to get rid of it. Well defended, and they're going to call her for traveling. Might have shuffled the pivot foot there.
Yep.
17-15 in the Panthers' favor. Less than 5 to go. Lamberson gonna pull up, can't knock it down. It was Stewart who grabbed the rebound. Haynes across the timeline. Groove on Stewart. And offensive foul. I don't know if Stewart threw the elbow in or maybe the shoulder, but they call her for the offensive foul. And that's her third.
Yep. Good to get her a couple more.
That'd be an early foul out.
16 fouls apiece, so we're shooting on the next foul either way.
This is Kayla Arnold with it. Haynes going for the steal, and it's taken away by the Panthers. Up ahead to Grimm. Puts it home. Emma Grimm had not had a single point until that last bucket. Arnold lost her dribble for a moment to back up top to Lamberson. Loose ball. Lamberson picks it up. Arnold for three. Can't knock it down. Groove able to save it, but it's stolen away. The turnover forced by Haynes. And Stryker with a chance to go on a run here. They've already got the last 4 points. Haynes very well guarded. And a baseline drive here by Grimm. That's blocked. It's going to be last touch by the Bears, so Stryker will have it on the inbound. A couple of subs coming in. Addie Arnold and Brooke Lamberson coming in. Right now, the only player anywhere near double figures is Courtney Stewart. She's got 9 points, but when you look at the scoreboard 19-5, it's almost strange to imagine that anybody's close to 10 points. This ball goes out of bounds.
Oh yeah, okay.
That or I think they just called it out of bounds. Steve Brown is ticked off that there was not a foul called there.
He's given him a lot of leeway to argue, certainly.
That argument lasted quite a while.
Yeah.
This is Groove. Nearly lost the handle, but fortunately got it back. As the Bears not scored in the last 2 minutes, I don't think. Groove backing in, and that's an offensive foul. And folks, I could see that one from up here. She threw the elbow.
She did.
That's the second on McKenna Groove.
Coach Gerstrein having a call with the other official, but he that was definitely offensive foul.
19-15 the score. Floater, Grimm, no. Offensive board, though, and a wide open three. Haynes knocks it down. And Todd Grosjean is going to call timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The academic advisors at Northwest State are here to help you develop and stick with a great education plan so you can get where you want to go. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Welcome back to the Golden Bear Sports Network. 22-15, Bryan trails Stryker. Stryker has scored the last 7 points of this game. It's been a while since the Bears last got a made field goal. They've only got, I believe, 3 points in this entire half. In this entire quarter, rather. 15 points in the first half.
Last time they scored was making it 15-15 when Kennedy Lamberson made 2 free throws. And that was...
Bears get it across the timeline. Lamberson posting up down low. Bears try to get it in.
Well over 3
area.
minutes between scoring.
And is that going to be a foul? It is. McKenna Groove got fouled on penetration.
That'll be on Stuckey. That'll be 2 on her.
Looks like Caitlin Tingley is going to check in. It is going to be 2 free throws for Grube.
Missed the first and the
Second
second.
one, no good. Haynes across the timeline, trying to get inside, kicks it back out. Open on the wing, but no chance to get a shot off. I believe that was Dorian. She gets it back, though. It's been a quiet night so far for Emma Grimm, and she loses the ball, but a foul is called. That was about to be a turnover.
Yeah, and Addie Arnold. 2 on her.
1:41 to go, and we'll have a couple of free throws for Grimm. And Arnold going to come out of the game. That's her second foul, of course.
It's 1 and 1. She wasn't in the act of shooting, so that was the 8th team foul for the Bears, which put them in the bonus.
Second one is good. 2 for 2 is Grimm. A 9-point lead for the Panthers. Lamberson. There's a pull-up jumper from the wing. That's a little bit too strong. Knocked around. And stepping out of bounds was Callista Blevins. So the Bears will keep possession with 1:27 to go. And it's been a long time since they last scored.
5 minutes and 15 seconds.
And that's miscommunication. That's a turnover. It was Seamer who had both Lamberson and Grube.
And now we're having a discussion.
Well, that was clearly out on the Golden Bears. Well, obviously they're not going to change the foul call. There was no foul call. They're not going to change the possession call, I should say. Double team on Haynes and timeout.
Oh, I don't know that he had possession of the ball when he called timeout.
They definitely gave it to him after the pass was made.
That ball was in the air.
There's no doubt about that.
That was a gift to Steve Brown right there. I'll tell you what.
Christmas was 4 days ago.
Wow, I can't believe they gave him that timeout.
Neither can I, but you know, as far as the Golden Bears are concerned, I mean that would have been an opportunity for a transition bucket if they don't give him the timeout. But nonetheless, it's been about 5.5 minutes since they last scored. They got to get something going before this half comes to an end.
They last scored again to make it 15-15 at 5:45 remaining, and we're at 1:16. So now, do the math. Is that 4.5 minutes?
I believe so. Get it into Haynes. Haynes dribbling some time off that clock. And a pull-up jumper left it short. Gets the rebound. And a lead-in bucket for Haynes.
Haynes now with 7 points on the night. It's imperative that the Bears score here before the half.
Absolutely. Down 11. Going baseline is Seamer. She's fouled. That's going to lead to 1 and 1. And they called it, I think, on Haynes.
That'll be 2 on her.
Critical free throws coming up here, and Seamer able to hit the first. And a rather quiet night for Seamer. Her only points have come from the free throw line. Highest scoring Golden Bear in this game is McKenna Grube. She's got 6. Second one, no good, but an offensive board by Lamberson, and this ball is nearly turned over. Essentially, it will be a turnover because that jump ball is going to give the possession arrow to Stryker. 43.4 to go. Grimm across the timeline. Well guarded by Krupp.
She picked up her dribble, I think, earlier than she wanted.
Right now, it looks like Stryker may try to hold for the final shot of the half. they can afford to do since there's no shot clock in high school basketball. And also because, oh, that's miscommunication. That was not a good pass. Lamberson draws the foul. The Stryker crowd, which occupies almost half of the, well, actually more like just more than half of the near side bleachers, is not happy about that.
No, and I think they probably have a right to not be happy about that. Caldwell had both hands up. And
Lamberson missing the first of 2 free throws.
Bears
Second one's good.
Bears now 7 of 12 from the line.
Brooke Lamberson with her first point of the game. And I don't think Stryker's going to get a shot off. Not against this press, but the foul is called.
Kidding me? Wow.
With 0.5 seconds.
Again, there was a foul call with 0.5 seconds left in the first half.
I think it was 0.3 seconds, but you're right. It was inside the final second. How often does that happen twice in one game?
Twice in one game. Oh, my goodness.
First free throw is good for Myers. Second one no good, but the Bears aren't going to have any time to get a shot off. They trail 27-17 at the half, and they're going to need quite a bit of a rally if they want to come back to win this one.
Yep, Coach Grosstring going to have have some talk at halftime to discuss some ways to get around this and get some stuff back on track here in the second half. So we'll take a timeout, come back with a halftime show after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536. There comes a time when every family is faced with the difficult choice of aftercare for a family companion. In the past, your choices were limited to burial or cremation. Now there's a better option, Aquamation. It's a gentle, more responsible alternative that allows you to honor the loss of your companion without harming the environment. Aquamation is a simple process similar to Mother Nature's own that allows the family to retain more of their companion's remains. To find out more, call or stop by Creel Funeral Service today.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 27-17. Stryker leads Bryan here in the championship game of the Holiday Classic. Chris Malenga and Thad Goff. And Thad, I thought this, again, I said this last game, I thought this would be a closer game. I knew the Bears would have trouble with Stryker, but I thought this was going to be much closer than it currently is.
The Golden Bears just one player. Their leading scorer is McKenna Grube with 6 points. Meanwhile, Courtney Stewart, 9 points. We'll get more of the stats in just a moment. But the Golden Bears went about the last 5 minutes of that second quarter without a single made shot from the field. Got a couple of free throws late, but not shooting well from the field for most of this half.
They have not been, and that's a really challenging thing for the Golden Bears, because then you rely on the line, and they have been okay from the line. I think they're 7 of 12 right now from the line, but not what they want to do. That's not the way they want to play this game against Stryker. So we can take a look at some stats. Let's look first for Bryan, as they're the team that's on the losing end of the scoreboard. They have 17 total points. They are 4 of 8, which is 22% from the field. They are 2 of 13 from inside the arc. They are 2 of 5 from outside the arc, 7 of 12 from the foul line. They have 8 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds, a steal, and 14 turnovers. Leading scorer for them is McKenna Grube, who is 2 of 4 from the field and 2 of 4 from the line for 6 points. Kennedy Lamberson is 1 of 4. That was a 3-pointer, and 1 of 2 from the line, so she has 4 points. McKendry Seamer is 3 of 4 from the line. That's where all 3 of her points come. Kayla Arnold had 1 3-point basket, making it 3, and then 1 for Brooke Lamberson, a foul shot. She was 1 of 2 from the field. That makes up the 17 points. If you swap over things to Stryker and take a look at their stats, Stryker's shooting just 45% from the field. They're 9 of 20, 6 of 17, which is 35% from inside the arc, 3 of 3 perfect from outside the arc. They are 6 of 8 from the foul line, 5 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive for a total of 8 rebounds, 3 steals, 11 turnovers. Their leading scorer is Courtney Stewart, who is 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from the 3-point arc, and 2 of 2 from the foul line. Brittany Haynes has 7 points. She's 3 of 4, including a 3-pointer. Emma Grimm has 4 points. She's 1 of 4 and 2 of 2 from the line. Brianna Dorio is 1 of 1. That was a 3-point basket, her 3 points. Kinsey Myers is 2 for 4 from the foul line for her 2 points. And Mackenzie Caldwell is 1 of 4 from the field for hers. A total of 27 points for Stryker. So there you have it.
So 27-17 lead at the half for Stryker. Golden Bears trying to come up with not only an upset, but also a win in this Holiday Classic. They defeated Stryker last year to capture the championship. They'll hope to do that again, but they'll need to come back to do it. We'll be back after this quick break for a little more recap of what has gone on in the first half and a look ahead to the second half here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
And BMU Internet is giving even better starting January 1st, as we're now offering local help desk support 24/7, 365 days a year. We know that problems don't happen when it's convenient, so why should your help only be available certain hours of the day? You can call 419-633-0900 for BMU Internet support anytime, any day, starting January 1st. Again, 419-633-0900, 24/7, 365. Chris Malanga and Thad Goff here, and Thad, a 10-point lead for Stryker. What does Coach Grosjean say to them inside the locker room?
Well, you got to believe that he's probably reminding his players that they're still very much alive in this ball game, down 10, and it seems like Stryker has left a few shots out there, but they got to get something going offensively. Yeah, absolutely. They do have to get something going offensively, but boy, I tell you what, the defense, they're playing pretty good defense as well, but just not able to get the points, get ahead, and get a rally going, and that's something that they need to do here in the next quarter of play if they want to stay in this one and not have it be a fourth quarter blowout. Bears trying to repeat the success they had last year at the Holiday Classic when they defeated Stryker in the final game. Be a huge win as far as resume is concerned. Stryker just that one loss on the season against Eden. And it looks like they're just going to go ahead and get the second half started. It will be Bryan Ball to start the half. How interesting that both quarters have ended with fouls taking place inside the final second. Yeah, absolutely. Here's Kayla Arnold with it. Able to get it to Lamberson. Lamberson draws a triple team against a zone defense. Strikers used the zone on a couple of occasions. It's a matchup zone. They've gone to man-to-man, it looks like. Three from the corner. Arnold, that was short. It grazed the front of the rim. It'll stay with Bryan. The net kind of ricocheted there, but that's only because it grazed the, I said the front of the rim, more like the bottom of the rim. Inbound to Grube. Arnold. Loose ball off the hands of Grube. I don't think she was ready for it. No, she wasn't, and that's a turnover for the Bears. That's number 15 now on the night. Here's Haynes along the baseline, well guarded, and that's going to be a foul. In fact, we might as well just call that a takedown. Kayla Arnold just landed right on top of her. That'll be 2 on her. Bears having Seamer, Arnold, Krupp, Lamberson, and Grube for their 5. Get it into Stuckey. Bears are in the man-to-man. This is Haynes with the ball and able to get it to Grimm. You got Caldwell posting up inside. And that looked like double dribble there by Caldwell, but it doesn't matter because she stepped out of bounds.
Turnover for Stryker.
And turnovers on each of the first two possessions.
Stryker has Brittany Haynes, Kinsey Myers, Mackenzie Caldwell, Anna Stuckey, and Emma Grimm in right now.
This is Groob at the top of the key. Arnold directing traffic. She gives it up to Lamberson. Looks to drive. Trying to split a double team there. Gives it up to Groob. And we're going to get a foul call before the shot. And I think they got Stuckey. Yes, they did.
Stuckey has three, I mean, to Stuckey.
She's the second Stryker Panther to reach 3 fouls, the other one being Courtney Stewart.
Melissa Blevins will check in for her. Wise substitution. Sitting on the bench is Courtney Stewart with 3 fouls, but they don't need it right now.
For Stryker, and the bucket goes. McKenna Groob on the inside. Bears have been struggling from the field most of the first half. That was a much-needed bucket. Here's Haynes backing out. Got Blevins posting up down low with Seamer on her. Shot fake and a drive by Grimm. Trying to keep hold of the ball. Haynes will put it up and knocks it down. A triple.
That is a big one. Now Haynes with 10.
She's the first player to reach double figures.
That was a killer for the Bears. They had that play so well defended, and then Haynes able to get it on the outside and put it in.
Stolen away. That was Myers who ripped the ball away. Haynes, well guarded as Arnold is able to keep up with it the whole way. Haynes from the wing, a triple short. Comes up with a rebound. 30-19 in favor of the Panthers. And they've got a chance to swell that lead up even more. Tough time getting rid of the ball for Caldwell, and it's out of bounds. It was last touched by the Bears. And Stewart comes back in for the Panthers, along with Brooke Lamberson for the Bears.
So Stewart will come in and Caldwell will sit down.
5:08 to go in the third quarter. They get it into Stewart. Feed inside. Stewart trying to back her way in. Well guarded by Groob. Tough shot and a foul. I'm not sure about that one. They're going to get it on Seamer. I don't know about you, Chris, but I thought she might have been straight up.
Yeah, I think she was straight up.
And the first free throw is good. Melissa Blevins at the free throw line here for the Panthers as Shallon Miley comes back in the game.
That'll be her first points of the game for Blevins. First point, I mean. And make it 2.
2 for 2 on the free throws for Blevins. This is Miley with the basketball, gives it up to Krupp. That, I believe, is a 2 if it goes. It does, and they do call it a 2. Brooke Lamberson gets it to fall, her first field goal of the game.
Nice job by Brooke to get that in, even though it was inside the three-point arc. But
open down low, and the shot won't fall.
Wow, Calista Blevins couldn't have been any more open.
Here's Lamberson looking to feed it inside to Groob, keeps control, double teamed, and I think they call a foul down there. They did.
I think that's going to be on Blevins. Nope, that's not going to be on Blevins. That's going to be on 33, Caitlin Tingley. That'll be her first.
Her first and the second team foul for Stryker. Here's Krupp looking to drive. Throws it off the foot. The Stryker bench wanted a kickball. Timeout, meanwhile, called by Todd Grosjean.
If anybody wants to argue quick timeouts.
30-second timeout. We'll take it with them on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
One thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
32-21, Stryker leads Bryan here in the third quarter. 4:11 to play. It's going to be Bryan basketball. They've got a lot of ground to make up if they want to try and come back and win this game. They only scored 4 points here in the third quarter, and a foul called.
That's Tingley again.
It's 2 fouls in a row on Tingley. It's a third-team foul also against the Panthers. And the inbound goes to Grube, off glass and in.
That was a nice inbound right there. And then Grube with the heads-up play to get it up and make the bucket in traffic.
And Grube is in double figures. She's got 10. Kick to the corner. Tingley open. Can't knock it down. That's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Bryan Ball.
Wow, that's not a great call.
I definitely thought somebody for Bryan got a hand on that one.
I thought it went out of just the reaction that Brooke Lamberson had. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 9-point deficit that Bryan is faced with 3:35 and counting to play. Lamberson has to get rid of it to Grube. Loose ball, battle for it. Stewart picks it up and another turnover.
Bears have played a pretty clean half of turnover-free basketball in this second half, but the last one not so good.
Stewart can't get it to go. A little bit too strong, and they're going to call that a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it on this end of the floor with Stryker. Important that Bryan gets a stop here. They had to stop on the last possession before the jump ball. There's a foul. That's on Grube, and it's going to send Stewart to the line.
Grube's got 3 fouls now.
And that first free throw is good by Stewart. Stewart now in double figures. She's got 10. A 10-point lead, meanwhile, for the Panthers. Second one on its way, and good.
Bunch of subs coming in.
An 11-point lead for the Panthers. Lamberson kicks it to the corner. Arnold off the fake. Pull-up jumper, too strong. Tapped around and an offensive board and an extra chance for Bryan. Addie Arnold with a pull-up. No. Battle for it. Out of bounds. Bryan Ball. Well, here in this third quarter, the Panthers have outscored the Golden Bears 7-6. Doesn't seem like much unless you consider the fact that Bears were down 10 at halftime, down 11 now. Feed in to Seamer. I checked that. I think that was actually Lamberson.
Yep.
Lamberson spinning in, draws the foul.
Nice move by Lamberson. She went back out to Arnold, made a move. Arnold put it back inside to her, and then Kennedy able to draw the foul. And that's going to be on Emma Grimm. That's 2 on her.
Lamberson has only been to the free throw line once in this game. She sinks the first one.
After scoring double digits in game number 1 of the Holiday Classic, Grimm has got a quiet 4 points tonight.
I believe Lamberson also had 4 points in the Golden Bears matchup with Paulding. 1 for 2, but an offensive board. Shallon Miley, no foul call. Doesn't matter. Krupp gets the board. Excuse me, Grube. McKenna Grube with the bucket. I said it was Krupp. It was Grube.
They look alike. I have a hard time with those two as well.
Caldwell on the baseline. Stolen away by Miley. And the Bears with a chance to get a run going. They scored 3 points on one possession, and that was by way of a made free throw, a missed free throw, an offensive rebound, and a stick back. And a foul call. They're going to call an offensive foul.
Wow, I'm not sure about that. She certainly, he said elbow. She did not lead with her elbow.
They called McKenna Grube for it. That's her fourth.
They did? Wow. Must have been away from the ball. That's a problem.
That would have been a huge possession if the Golden Bears had been able to get points out of it, but they don't, and they're still down 8. Still a whole other quarter of basketball to be played, though, and that's traveling. Haynes picked up the pivot foot with 1:40 to go.
Grube's going to have to quickly come out, and Seamer will take over for her, and that's a big loss right there, because Grube has double digits and has been your most consistent player today.
Arnold guarded by Haynes. There's Miley, kicks it out to Arnold. Arnold trying to get it inside. Gets it back. Extra feed. Miley the bucket.
That was actually Seamer that made the bucket, and she got into position nicely. Arnold just heads up play to get it to her.
Well, that would be Seamer's first made shot from the field, and I'm not sure that she didn't travel Haynes. I thought she got up off the ground with the basketball,
yeah,
which would be traveling. Less than a minute to go. It was a big bucket there by Seamer to get it back to a 6-point game. Myers guarded by Krupp. And a foul.
Wow.
It's on Arnold. It's going to be her third. Addie Arnold will come back in, and that'll allow Brooke Lamberson to get a breather. I think they're going to keep Kayla Arnold in despite the third foul.
Problem is Kayla plays so aggressive defense that she gets whistled an awful lot.
Less than 30 seconds to go.
She's got to be careful not to get a foul here.
This is Haynes, defended by Arnold. Almost stolen, and she picks up her dribble. She's got to get rid of it. Right now, Stryker trying to hold for the last shot, but they barely get one off there. It looked for a moment like they might not get a shot.
Wow.
That takes us to the fourth quarter, 34-28. Golden Bears still in striking distance. We'll be back for the start of the fourth after this break on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto.
There comes a time when every family is faced with the difficult choice of aftercare for a family companion. In the past, your choices were limited to burial or cremation. Now there's a better option, Aquamation. It's a gentle, more responsible alternative that allows you to honor the loss of your companion without harming the environment. Aquamation is a simple process similar to Mother Nature's own that allows the family to retain more of their companion's remains. To find out more, call or stop by Creel Funeral Service today.
34-28, the Bears still in striking distance against Stryker here in the fourth quarter. So they got to get a couple of buckets together and get them quick. Here's Addie Arnold with the basketball. She'll get it across the timeline. Almost turned it over there. That was close to traveling. But here's Miley into the lane. Hits the jumper.
Nice shot by Shalyn Miley. She faked out the defender, able to get the shot.
She's got 2 points. Her first bucket of the night. And there's a steal and a lob ahead. Lamberson puts it in. We got a 2-point game.
That's actually Addie Arnold. Kendry Seamer had the steal. Stryker had the turnover. Addie Arnold with the bucket. And all of a sudden, it's super loud in here. And this is a shadows of last year, and it's a full timeout. So why don't we take it with them here on the Golden Bears Sports Network?
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
Well, back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, the Bears with 2 quick buckets to start the fourth quarter, and a near turnover. I think Lamberson was out of bounds, and she was. So Stryker catches a break. Haynes across the timeline. Well guarded, though, by Arnold. And 5-second call.
Yep. That's the 16th turnover for the Panthers.
And the Bears with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. They were down by as many as 11.
I look for Haynes to make a move right here on Arnold.
Arnold across the timeline, guarded well by Haynes, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
I'm not sure if they called an illegal screen there.
You have got to be. That is terrible. Wow.
Stewart waits to get it in and finally does to Grimm. Slows down. Stewart nearly has it tipped. Double team. They kick it out. Grimm wide open. Can't hit the 3.
Good job by Bryan to only allow 1 shot there.
Lamberson across the timeline. This is Miley with it. Double team comes to Kennedy Lamberson.
Wow.
And they turn it over. 1 and done for the Bears. Down just 2, even though they've been down by as many as 11 in this game. First 2 points of this half, or this quarter rather, came within the first 30 seconds. 3 from the corner, no good. That was Grimm with the miss, and here's Miley the other way. Shot fake. Seamer on the drive. Can't put it in. Gets her own miss. Double teamed. And they're going to call a 3-second violation. Chris, I don't know about you, but I think 3-second violations probably get missed more often than not.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, Seamer, I think at that point you got to call a timeout. You know, and Coach Grosjean is not happy at this point with the officiating. But at that point, when you're got trapped down there, you got to look at a timeout.
Oh, that was a carry. That was an obvious carry. But right on her shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know how it gets more obvious than that. Arnold trying to get it in. She does. Kind of a dangerous pass.
That was a dangerous pass. There were two people covering.
And Lamberson just dribbled into traffic. They called the foul on Haynes. Well, Steve Brown not happy about that one.
That's 3 on her.
Lamberson to put it in play.
I think you gotta let these girls play. You know what I mean?
We've seen a lot of questionable calls.
We really have.
Seamer, baseline drive, and that's off the foot of a defender, and Bryan gets it back. Well, who wants the basketball more? Open 3, no good. Out of bounds. They're going to say Stryker ball.
I think that's a good call. I think Lamberson got a hand on that.
5:25 left to play in regulation. The Golden Bears scored with about 7:31 showing on the clock. Nobody has scored since. Not Bryan, not Stryker. Stryker trying to get it across the timeline. They do.
Now you got the fans counting.
Haynes, the floater, got it. A teardrop.
That is a good shot by Brittany Haynes right there.
12 points for Brittany Haynes. That was close to being traveling. I'm not sure it wasn't. Lamberson the kick. Open is Arnold. She'll take it and knocks it down. A 3-ball.
Nice move there by Arnold to get open. Nice confidence to chuck it up.
Second 3 of the game for Arnold. She's only got 6 points in the game. A double team Haynes. And here's Stewart against the double team, too strong. And a foul call against the Panthers.
Yep, that's going to be on Anna Stuckey. That'll be 4 on her.
Well, McKenna Grube is waiting to check back in. And now she does come in.
Grube has 4 fouls.
Grube has 4 fouls and 12 points. She's the leading scorer for the Golden Bears. Not a surprise that they would want to get her on the floor with 4.5 minutes to play. 3 from the corner. Lamberson too strong. Stuckey the board.
I have to say down there, good play there by Grube to not really contest that rebound, because that would have been foul number 5.
Bears have outscored the Panthers in this quarter, but that basket...
No, that better be before the shot. Floor, that's on the floor.
Oh. We'll see.
On the floor.
Yep, they're saying on the floor. And Steve Brown, he's not happy about it.
Now they're saying it. Okay, it's 1 and 1.
Seventh team foul.
All right, there we go. Let's try to figure out.
First free throw in and out. Arnold had it. Out of bounds back to the Panthers.
Wow, and lucky that that they didn't pick up another foul on Anna Stuckey. Anna Stuckey had the body.
It's going to be Caldwell to put it in play. She's got 2 points in the game. Haynes the feed inside to Caldwell and nearly turned over there by Stuckey.
Nice job to recover that by Stuckey and get it to Haynes.
Haynes drives, kicks. That's a 2 if it goes. It doesn't. And Grube couldn't handle it.
So Caldwell missed the 2. How many chances are you going to give him?
Slapped away and right into the hands of Lamberson. Back up the floor come the Golden Bears. And a foul. It's going to send Bailey Krupp to the line. And they call that one
it's going to be on Grimm.
Her 3rd foul. And this is Bailey Krupp shooting 2. Able to add to the Golden Bears lead. Or excuse me, tie the game, I beg your pardon. That was was the first point of the game for Bailey Crow.
Yep. Comes at an opportune time, as they say.
Second one doesn't go. We remain tied. Could be coming down to the wire here in Bryan. Could possibly see this game go to overtime. Right now tied at 36. Haynes backs it out. Guarded by Lamberson. This is Krupp. Backs out to the three-point line. Well defended. Check that was Grimm, guarded by Krupp. And Steve Brown calls timeout, apparently before the shot.
Yep, you are watching Golden Bears basketball on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Bryan, sports.com, BMU Channel 3, and WQCT Bryan.
Tied at 36, and a game that's coming down to the wire. We'll take a quick break here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
BMU high-speed internet is now cheaper than ever. Now just $30 a month. That's $100 a year in savings. Get it with BMU extended basic cable for all your sports, movies, and reality shows. Plus local programming, including high school sports and community events. Not to mention a local help desk and support team for when you need them. Now for the fine print. We don't have any. No contracts or hidden fees. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net.
Back here at Bryan High School, the Golden Bears and the Panthers tied at 36 in the championship game of this Bryan Holiday Classic. Golden Bears have come back to tie it after trailing by as many as 11 points. They have not led since the first quarter. They were up 12-11. But then Stryker took the lead and has not looked back. Stewart gets it in, and Haynes able to come down with it. Almost poked away. Good defense by Miley. Here's Haynes at the top of the key. Less than 3 minutes to go in this one. Makes a move. Haynes inside. Tough shot. Won't go.
Good rebound there by Kennedy Lamberson.
Bears have outscored the Panthers 8-2 in this fourth quarter. Drive to the lane by Groob. It was Groob, I beg your pardon there. She gets the offensive rebound off the missed three, and the bucket goes to give the Bears the lead. And driving inside is Haynes. Myers around the perimeter. Coming up on 2 to play. This is Grimm, rather quiet today. She's had double digits last night, but tonight not so much. Foul called, and it's before the shot. But it's going to be 1-1.
I think that might be on Brooke Lamberson. It is.
Yep.
That'll be her second. Haynes will head to the line.
Chance to cut the lead to 1 or tie it if she knocks down both of them. She hits the first one. Haynes with 13 points. She's the leading scorer for the Panthers. Just a 1-point lead right now for the Golden Bears. But that lead is gone. We're now tied. 14 points for Haynes. Less than 2 minutes to go in this game. Out to Miley. Groob, not quite sure she was ready for that pass, but she came up with it. As Miley goes along the baseline, the floater can't get it to go, and recovered by the Panthers. Here's Haynes across the timeline. And double dribble is called.
That's actually a good call.
Tied at 38. With a minute and a half to go.
Wow.
Here's Arnold with the ball. As Lamberson out in the corner, the feed down low. Groob left it short, well short. Who's got it? It's a jump ball, And the possession arrow is going to give it back to Stryker with 1:18 to go. Well, folks, it looks like we got a fun finish in store.
Yeah.
And it may take 5 extra minutes before this thing is finished. Caldwell, count the basket. And the lead right back to Stryker.
That was actually Emma Grimm.
Number 24. She's got 6. And she can add to the lead at the line. She does.
That was not a good trip for the Lady Bears.
41-38 in favor of the Panthers. Bears have outscored the Panthers here in this quarter. They've outscored them 10-7, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is correct. The feed to Grube. Gets around, gets to the basket. Count it and one!
Wow.
McKenna Grube playing with 4 fouls, but she gets it to a 1-point game. Subs will come in.
I didn't see who they gave the foul to. Oh, that's going to be 5 fouls for Anna Stuckey. She's done.
She's the first player to foul out of this game. We had a couple players foul out of the consolation game. The free throw is good, and we are tied.
Wow.
41 apiece. Grimm across the timeline. Cross-court feed. 30 seconds to go. Rather, we approach 30 seconds. We're there now.
They wanted to have this to Haynes.
Stryker sideline wants a foul called. None was made. Now Stryker can hold for the final shot and play for the win at the end of regulation. I think that's what they're doing. Haynes with the ball, Miley on her. Final 10 seconds. Open shooter out up top. Shot on the way, no good. Out of bounds with 2 seconds to go. And the Golden Bears might end up putting up a prayer with 2 seconds to go. We got a timeout on the floor.
Whoa. Bonus basketball may be in our future.
A full timeout. We'll stay with you for this one. Well, it's going to be tough to get a good look off in 2 seconds from this end of the floor. But the Golden Bears with a good chance to win this game at the very least in overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. And wow, right now they have outscored 7-13. Bryan has outscored in the second half. They've outscored them 24-14. So that's how they erased the 10-point halftime deficit.
They were down by 11 in the third quarter, but have come all the way back to tie it. They were able to take the lead briefly here in the fourth quarter. Leading scorer for the Golden Bears is McKenna Grube with 14 points. She's playing with 4 fouls, though, and that becomes extremely important with 5 more minutes of basketball on the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's one of 2 players with 4 fouls, the other one being Kayla Arnold.
Well, you got to have somebody who can throw a long pass, somebody that can catch and shoot.
Well, they got Lamberson right now set up near half court. They got Grube beyond half court. They go with the baseball pass. Grube has it, but doesn't get the shot off. There's a shot. It's short.
We got overtime.
Emma Grimm almost won this thing from half court.
Absolutely. Wow. So we're going to add an extra 4 minutes of basketball.
Yeah, I said 5 minutes. It's 4 in girls, actually.
Wow. That is craziness right now. Well, these 2 teams, they're great teams, and great teams can, stay in it when they need to. And coming back from 10 down at the half, you know, hey, whatever Coach Grosjean said to the girls or whatever they were drinking in the locker room, whatever it was in the Gatorade, man, they're coming back and they tied it up. So impressive chance to get to the overtime here. So nice job there. And both teams, let's do a little reset. Bryan has 3 timeouts. Stryker has 2 timeouts. Bryan has 9 total team fouls. Stryker with 8. And they actually just fixed the timeout, so it's 3 and 3. I didn't think that Steve Brown was already down to 2 timeouts. Your leading scorers right now, Brittany Haynes has 14, Courtney Stewart with 11, McKenna Grube with 17. She leads all scorers, and we'll just tip this one away again.
Hey, I always tip it to start overtime. The Golden Bears came back from an 11-point deficit to tie the game. They were down 10 at halftime. That 11-point deficit came in the third quarter. Caldwell tipping against Grube, and the tip is loose and picked up by the Bears. It was Shalyn Miley who came up with it, and the Bears will have the first possession of overtime. Here's Arnold with the kick. Miley gets inside. Loose ball, recovered. Try to get it to Lamberson down low.
I think the Bears are just going to be patient here. Not going to rush things.
Yep, Lamberson out at the top of the key. Spins inside, gets it to go. Brooke Lamberson, who had just 5 points in regulation, gets the first bucket of overtime. Haynes. And a long 3 here is no good from Courtney Stewart, and last touch by the Bears. Oh, Arnold would have been better served just to let that one go.
Yeah, and, you know, she knew it. Once you touch it, though, you know, once you touch that one, you need to have it go. You know, Addie's just a freshman. Once you touch it, you got to come down with the rebound.
It's a Haynes at the top of the key. This is Stewart on the drive, and a foul. She had 2 defenders right around
her. And it depends on who they call the foul on. They call the foul on McKenna Grube, which is 5 for her. And that is a break for the Stryker Panthers.
Well, Grube was the leading scorer for the Bears in this game with 17 points.
And she's done a heck of a job on the boards, too.
Offensive rebounding was a problem, at least toward the end of the first half for the Golden Bears. .251 to go here in overtime, and the first free throw is good by Stewart. Gives her 12. Second one short. Still a 1-point game.
Tell you what, if the Bears just dribble around.
This is Arnold. Spins in. Poked away by Caldwell. One-on-one to the glass. Double dribble. I'm not sure if she picked up her dribble at any point.
That's the most double dribbles I've ever seen called in a high school girls basketball game. I don't mind it. We'll take the turnover.
Arnold with a defender on her. That's Haynes. Miley had a little trouble with the dribble, and the Stryker crowd, I think they wanted to call for a double dribble. Shot doesn't fall, and it's rebounded by Caldwell. Haynes kicks it out, 3 on the way. It is no good. And the rebound by Lamberson. This is Arnold with it, gives it up. Pull-up jumper from the baseline, too strong. Offensive board, Lamberson puts it home.
Nice job by Lamberson to get in position after Miley missed the bucket.
Lamberson has all 4 points for the Bears in this overtime period. That was foul number 9 on the Golden Bears, and it's on Seamer.
That's actually the
foul number number 10. You're right. So this is double bonus. Had it been on the Panthers, it would have been foul number 9.
That puts Stewart at the line again. She went 1 of 2 last time.
She has the only Stryker point of this overtime period. She puts home the second one.
Coach Brown will call a timeout. It is going to be a full timeout. So with the score 45-43, minute 36 remaining in overtime, we'll take this break on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
It's been said a million times, there's nothing in the world more important than family. We understand that at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Our entire staff is like family to us. They are some of the most caring, thoughtful, and dedicated people in our industry. In fact, our newest members are part of my family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
Back here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, we got a minute 36 to go in overtime. Golden Bears clinging to a 2-point lead. It's Arnold going to bring it across the timeline. This is Addie Arnold with it. Kayla Arnold, remember, she's playing with 4 fouls. And the Golden Bears' leading scorer for this game is McKenna Grew, but she has already fouled out. Tough shot, and it goes!
Wow, how did that shot go by Kennedy Lamberson?
I was just about to ask the same question.
Whoa! That was high up like a little bullet shot.
With 3 defenders around her, Lamberson was able to make it fall. And the jumper does not fall for Courtney Stewart, but a foul is called on the Bears. And Todd Grosjean certainly does not agree with that one.
That's going to be on Seamer. You know, at some point, you got to realize that 2 girls going for the ball, you know, they bump. That's what happens when 2 people go for the ball.
First free throw is good for Kinsey Myers.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's going to be contact.
Seamer has 4, so.
Second one is good. And that's the first time in this overtime period that Stryker has been able to go 2 for 2 from the line. Miley doesn't have to hurry things up.
If you're the Bears, you just need to move the ball around at this point.
Here's Arnold.
At some point, they're going to have to foul you. If I'm
poked away, that's going to be a foul, a reach-in foul on Emma Grimm.
That's 4 on her. Kennedy has a chance to ice this here.
Lamberson has had herself a pretty good overtime period, but she misses the free throw. That was 1 and 1. So now a chance. Foul called down low.
Might be on Arnold. It is.
And that's her 5th. She's done. That's the second Golden Bear to foul out of this game.
So
Kayla Arnold leaves with 6 points. And Stewart goes to the line to shoot 2. Kenna Grube already fouled out of this game. The first free throw is good. But Courtney Stewart with 14 points in this game. She and Brittany Hayes have both accumulated that total. Second one good.
Wow. The Bears have 31 seconds to
They don't have to hurry things up here. They can hold for the final shot if they choose. And play for the win right now or a second overtime. Miley dribbling around. 15 seconds to go. This is Brooke Lamberson with the ball in her hands, and Todd Grosjean will call a timeout. He had not yet used his timeout here in overtime, but he calls a full timeout here, and we'll take it right with him on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Last year, over 390 people in Ohio were killed because someone chose to get behind the wheel impaired. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Defiance Post. As part of the patrol's ongoing effort to contribute to a safer Ohio, troopers will continue an increased focus on impaired driving arrests in 2018. But we can't fight this battle on our own. We need your commitment to plan ahead by designating a sober driver or call for a ride. If you drink, don't drive.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto.
11.1 seconds left to go in a tie game in overtime here in Bryan. The Bears and the Panthers playing for the Holiday Classic Championship. Bryan won this game last year against Stryker. This is Brooke Lamberson with the ball, down to 5 seconds. Now Kennedy Lamberson has it. She'll take a long three, but that's well off the mark. The putback doesn't go. She got it off, but left it short. That was Brooke Lamberson who took the shot, and we've got a second overtime.
Wow. Double overtime.
And if I'm not mistaken, all of Stryker's points in that overtime period came from the free throw line. Golden Bears got their points from the field, but Stryker able to cash in from the charity stripe.
Wow. Another 4 minutes of basketball to decide this one, maybe.
Possibly 8 minutes if it goes to a third overtime.
Yeah, yikes.
Course, I don't know how many of us remember back in 2008, that 6 overtime game in the Big East tournament between Syracuse and UConn.
Let's not do that one.
Actually, that was 2009. But then 4 years later, there was a 5 overtime game in the Big East between Louisville and Notre Dame.
Yep, that's right.
The Irish won that one against a Louisville team that went on to win the national championship.
Yeah, it's yikes.
Those are just the possibilities of what could happen.
And I'm getting some noise in my headset saying, please don't jinx it till we have one of those.
Tied at 47. Here we go for a second overtime to decide the Holiday Classic champion. Shallon Miley to tip against Mackenzie Caldwell. Miley tips it, but right into the hands of Grimm. Tough shot, and it goes. That didn't take long at all.
Nope.
Grimm had been rather quiet in regulation. She's got 9 points now. She had double figures in the game last night against Fairview. To the corner, rather. Back inside, Lamberson spinning in, too strong. And that was an open three that Krupp had. She decided not to take it. Lamberson with the miss and a foul. I think that was Caldwell who went right over top of Miley. It was on Caldwell. That's her second personal. And Miley at the line to shoot 2. The first one's good. Second one no good, and it remains a 1-point deficit. Stewart with the kick. Good defense there by Miley on Grimm, and the ball's out of bounds. Bryan takes over.
That was good right there. Nice defense. She just dribbled it off of her foot, and, you know, that's the 19th turnover for Stryker.
49-48 with up with coming up on 3 minutes to play. And here's Lamberson, feeds to Miley on the backdoor cut. She almost turned it over. Her jumper doesn't go. That's going to be a foul. Over the back is called on Lamberson, and that's going to be
That'll be her first. Yep.
And it was, Stryker's in the double bonus, so it's going to be 2 free throws here for Caldwell. Nope, Grimm. It's going to be Grimm at the line. It's good. She pads the lead. Grimm had the transition bucket to start this period. Second one is also good. Well, second night in a row that Emma Grimm ends up with double figures. Of course, she needed overtime to get there tonight. Miley. Check that. That's Arnold. And here's Lamberson trying to drive inside. Gets cut off. Double teamed. Has to kick it out, and that's stolen away. Stolen away by Grimm. One-on-one to the basket. Count it!
Bears need to stop the bleeding right here.
Got 2.5 minutes to play. They've only got 1 point in this overtime period, and Miley misses the runner. I should say they've only got 1 point in this second overtime period. A 5-point lead for the Panthers. Spinning in and losing the ball is Stewart.
That's actually a good call.
Offensive foul, I think, was what they called.
They didn't. They actually, he just said it went off of her. There was no foul on the defensive end.
(53-48). Lamberson has to get rid of it. She does. And here's Addie Arnold with it. Into Kennedy Lamberson, poked away and stolen by the Panthers. Well, Stryker has taken back momentum here in this second overtime.
Big time momentum.
They've outscored the Bears 6-1 in this second overtime period. Grimm drives and gets fouled.
That'll be on Brooke Lamberson. That's her third.
5-point lead for the Bears, and Grimm is able to sink the first free throw. She gets 14. She has 14 points as it stands.
She's 6 of 6 from the line.
Second one rattles out. Bears still with a way to go to try and come back, and a foul called. And they'll get a chance to get 2 free ones from the line.
That'll be on Courtney Stewart.
That's Stewart's 4th. So far, 1 Panthers player has fouled out. That was Anna Stuckey. For the Golden Bears, Kayla Arnold and McKenna Grube have fouled out. Oh, she missed it. Such a crucial stage of the game. These are must-have free throws.
Yes, absolutely.
Got one more. Gets that one to fall. 12 points for Lamberson. That's a near turnover. Caldwell too strong off the glass, and Lamberson comes down with the board. Back come the Bears the other way. A little Euro step. The shot doesn't go. Miley, was she out of bounds? No, she traveled.
Wow.
Golden Bears came back from 11 points down, actually. They were down 10 at halftime, down 11 in the third quarter. Came back to tie it and eventually take the lead in the fourth.
Bears are going to have to foul here.
So far, they're not fouling, trying to foul, though, and they get the call. That was Brooke Lamberson. That's her 4th. Well, that seems almost inevitable that you're going to get players into foul trouble.
When you played 2 overtimes.
Well, Brittany Haynes has had a good day overall, 14 points. Make it 15.
I think the Bears just ran out of gas in the second overtime.
2 for 2. 16 points total. A 7-point lead for the Panthers. And Taylor threw it away. It was recovered by Lamberson. I think that was Arnold she was trying to get it to. She wasn't ready for it. There's Brooke Lamberson, and she gets fouled with 34 seconds.
That's going to be on Courtney Stewart, I think.
That's going to be Stewart's fifth. She's had a good game, 15 points for her, but her night has come to an end. And the Stryker fans who are here give her a standing ovation for the effort that she put in. First one no good from Lamberson.
Free throws down the stretch have been killer for the Golden Bears.
Second one on the way, it is good, but it's a 6-point game with 34 seconds to play. Brooke Lamberson has 4 points and another foul.
She'll be done.
That was Lamberson again. And yes, that is her fifth. Six-point game and a chance for the Panthers to add to their lead. As Delilah Taylor comes back in the game. It wasn't long ago when she was in, I thought. Haynes able to roll that free throw in.
Stryker is 25 of 31.
The second one is good. 18 points for Haynes, and
Coach Grosting got a technical.
Well, this late in the game.
Well, he's not been pleased with the officiating, and I think he has an argument.
There's going to be free throws coming up for Emma Grimm off the technical foul. First one is good. Pretty much iced this one away. Second one rattles home. Well, both coaches have been displeased with the officiating at times tonight. We've seen Todd Grosjean express his displeasure. We've seen Steve Brown express some of his displeasure as well.
I think this has been a very poorly officiated game myself, but
inbound to Grimm. And the final 23 seconds rather, ticking away. Well defended by Krupp. Poked away, out of bounds. There's 12 seconds on the clock. And Stryker, once they inbound this ball, they'll just be looking to ice the time away. They get it into Haynes. Less than 10 seconds to go. Stryker is going to close this one out.
And they get revenge from last year.
60-50. Stryker wins the Holiday Classic.
There you have it.
A double overtime victory for the Stryker Panthers in the championship game. And with that, we will take a break and come back for our post-game report here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
back here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. 60-50. Stryker defeats Bryan for the Holiday Classic Championship title. A little revenge for Stryker from last year after the Bears knocked them off in this same championship game.
Well, they've got the trophy presentation. That was a double overtime loss for the Bears, and they just ran out of gas in the second overtime.
Absolutely. The Bears actually did a good job coming from behind in that second half. They were down 10 at halftime, down 11 in the fourth quarter. As that's, I believe that's McKenna Groove being presented with.
She's all tournament team, as was Haynes, and also was I couldn't hear the other one.
Well, the Stryker Panthers will get the plaque. They'll get the plaque for the championship title.
Yeah, boy. I'm not sure who the other two players were. There were two other players on the all-tournament team, missed those, but we will get that to you and let you know of that one. Why don't we take a look at some stats, if you don't mind. Let's take a look first for the Stryker Panthers. Stryker had 35% from the field, 36% from the field. They were 14 of 39. They were 10 of 29 from inside the arc, 4 of 10 from three-point land, and 28 of 34 for 82% from the foul line. 6 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive, 13 total, 6 steals, 19 turnovers. Brittany Haynes, the leading scorer, 5. The field. Callista Blevins had 2 points. She was 2 of 2 from the line, and there you have it for the Stryker Panthers. Taking a look for the Bryan Golden Bears, their team stats. Bryan had 36% from the field. They were 17 of 47 from the field, 14 of 36 from 2, 3 of 11 from 3, 13 of 24 from the foul line for 54%, 18 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive, 27 total rebounds. They also had 3 steals and 26 turnovers. Leading scorer for Bryan was McKenna Groove with 17 points. She was 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from the line. Kennedy Lamberson, she had 12 points. She was 4 of 13 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3 of 7 from the line. Kayla Arnold had 6 points. She was 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from three-point land. McKendry Seymour had 5 points. She was 1 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from the foul line. Brooke Lamberson had 4 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 4 from the line. Shallon Miley, 3 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line. And Addie Arnold had 2 points, 1 of 5 from the field. Bailey Krupp, 1 point, just 1 foul shot. So there you have it. So tough loss for the Golden Bears, but, congratulations to the Stryker Panthers.
If there's anything for the Golden Bears to hang their hat on, it's that they did fight hard in this game. They were down 10 at halftime, down 11 in the third quarter, came back to take the lead and eventually get it to overtime.
Yeah, they have nothing to be sad about. Anytime you lose a tournament game, you're not super happy about that. But, they got to hang their hat on the fact that they were able to fight back, and that's what we expect a good team to do.
So that's going to do it from here at Bryan High School. Stryker is the Holiday Classic champions here at Bryan. For Chris Malenga and everybody on our staff, I'm Thad Goff saying so long from Bryan. This has been Bryan High School Girls Basketball on the Golden Bears Sports Network.